After admiring these rugged mountain ranges all day yesterday, I'm making my way up to the top of Mount Dunkeld to get a different perspective on this magnificent region. Explorer Major Thomas Mitchell, the son of a Scottish harbour master, was the first European visitor to the area in 1836. He named the Grampians mountain range after a similar mountain in his birthplace of Scotland. It covers around 167,000 hectares and is the third largest national park in Victoria. That's a lot of bush to get lost in, so I've enlisted Aaron from BSK Adventures to guide me through.
So yeah, there's the two ridges.
Aaron, this is a pretty spectacular view we're getting up here. What kind of bushwalking and hiking tours can we do through this gorgeous valley?
Well, there's actually about 180 kilometres of hiking track, various levels, flatter stuff that's shorter so families can do it, or people who don't want to get their heart rate up too high, as well as we offer 4 and 5 day traverses of the range where you carry your gear and you camp and you cook.
So you literally go bush?
Go bush, yeah. yeah.
On walkabout?
That's right, yeah, and it's still possible up here, which is great.
There are some pretty spectacular rock formations through here. What's this?
Yeah, so these cuestas, as they're called, are full of sandstone. And you can see the hard sandstone on the right here, or the west side, and then the softer sandstone was on the east, and that's all eroded away to leave this kind of sheer cliff face that actually the Grampians is really famous for. Just below us, actually, there was a sandstone quarry, and actually the sandstone is so hard that in Melbourne, the Parliament House and the library in the late 18th century actually built by sandstone from this area.
Oh, wow. And what kind of travel tip would you give to someone who is coming here for a hike?
Leave lots of time to enjoy the sights and sounds of the bush.
One thing you definitely don't expect to find all the way up here in the Grampians is a zoo. And I'm not just talking about Australian wildlife either. The Halls Gap Zoo is home to some very interesting international characters. The Halls Gap Zoo is Victoria's largest regional privately owned zoo. Greg and Yvonne Cullen have just celebrated 3 years as owners. They've worked hard on creating natural habitats for all of their animals, and you really get the feeling you're seeing these beautiful creatures in the wild. Hello! Look how cute they are.
They're pretty hungry.
They are starving. I think he just ate a bit of my finger.
You can see the first thing they eat are the mealworms.
Yep.
They do like their mealworms first. A bit like us. We eat the junk food first and then get into the food.
This is so cool. It really is an amazing experience to be able to feed and interact with these animals. Look at all the Bambies. This is amazing. I feel like I'm in a Disney movie. Greg and Yvonne also have a passion for endangered species breeding programs, which has recently seen the zoo take on 2 very rare red pandas. Hello, Big Bison. I'm going to call you Buster Bison. These guys are huge.
They are. These guys are American bison. Imagine when there was 100 million of them running the plains of America.
Wow. So do I just pour this on the ground?
Just pour this on the ground, and this big bloke
Hey, fella.
He's the dominant out of the 2 brothers. They're 8 years old. This bloke could be about 850 kgs at the moment.
So you've got heaps of varieties of animal here on the zoo. How many?
We've got 140 plus species of animals.
And you've got some amazing grounds and layout here with the mountains just in the background. Tell us a little bit about the design of the zoo.
Well, that's why we had a look at a few different smaller wildlife parks that were for sale, and we decided to take this one because, well, what a sensational setting.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just magnificent. So you've got a good range of natural environments, and we've tried to keep it quite natural.
Now, I get the impression we can't actually go in with the bison, is that right?
Look, no, it might be a bit exciting. We'd see you flung over the top of a fence if they decided to. So, yeah, as you can see by the size of the head and the neck, there's a bit of strength there.
Can I give him a bit of a pat? Well,
but he may not.
I thought me and Buster were becoming mates. Hello, mate. Can we be friends now? Coming up next, I go for a little drive through a little desert and I get my adrenaline pumping.